Welcome back. All right, so tutorial video 5, the final in this series, the final one in this series. Now, let's make another max audio effect. And basically what we're going to do is just make, we're just going to make the waveform object help file in Max MSP. That's essentially all we're going to do. So let's call this waveform object. All right, so let's drag this down. All right, now just create a waveform object. Waveform tilde, by the way. That's very important. And now let's just go ahead and grab all of this. Just grab all of this and then deselect that. This is the DAC, right? Deselect it's an easy DAC object, so deselect that. But grab all of this. Copy it. Now close that. Delete that and paste it. Great. Now what we want to do is we're going to make great use of the paste replace hotkey if you're not familiar with it already. So create a live number box object. And let's go ahead and make it a little bit bigger, actually. So I opened up the inspector window. Let's make this a little bit easier to read. Font size. Let's do, I don't know, 14. Okay. Now, copy this and then select all of these. These are number boxes, right? Floating point boxes. Just hit, oh, we forgot one important thing. These are floating point number boxes. This is an integer box. That would be bad. Change it to float. Change it. Okay. So what I did is I went to the inspector window. I went to the All tab. I went down to parameters and I changed the unit style from integer to float. Please make sure you do that. All right. Now copy it, highlight all of these and hit Command Option V for paste replace. Yes. Saves us so much time and so much struggle. Okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing for this. Let's paste replace that. So Command Option V. Okay, so now what I want to do is basically if I want to have a toggle, a live.toggle object because I want to make a start and stop button basically. So let's go ahead and then hit select 0. And I want to have a loop function too. So I hit select 0. Now I have a message with 0. Let's go ahead and live.toggle again. And let's have this. Okay. And then we need what? Loop. Probably $1. Yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and hook this up there. And then I'm going to grab this here. Now you see that it says foo. The name of the buffer is foo, right? So now I've basically just made a start and stop function and a loop function. Start, stop. And then loop. Okay. Next thing I want to do is I want to make it so that I can actually hear what's coming out of this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of, I'm going to select both of these. I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to get the plug out tilde object for plug in out. right? And I'm going to take this, I'm going to put that there. And actually, I think I'd like to make it so that I could record and hear myself. So let's make that possible. Let's make it so that I can record myself. So let's go ahead and record tilde, and the name of the buffer is foo, as I mentioned. And let's have a live.toggle. And this is just so you can start and stop recording, basically. And okay, now let's take let's just take left. There we are. Good. That should probably do it. That's probably going to be everything we need. Now the not so fun part is going to be, oh man, okay. Yeah, the not so fun part is going to be putting stuff above that line for Ableton. Okay. Let's just go ahead and make a presentation mode for this. Oops. And so here's one thing I think I did last video, but I didn't mention. If you right click like on a blank space in the back of MaxMSP, you can bring up the inspector window and you can say underneath where it says view, you can click open in presentation. And I prefer to do that. This way I don't have to, yeah, I just prefer it. It makes it a lot easier to make a nice UI more quickly. So let's just add, I really just want these things and this and this. Let's add those two. Yeah, sure, we want that. We definitely are going to want this. Okay, and then so Command Shift P. Oh man, now we got to get it all above this line, and it needs to look nice, and it needs to make sense. And I don't know why, oh why, I didn't put record. There we go. Okay, and now we have, this is our loop, start, stop. Oh my gosh, look at this UI. It's like the worst UI design ever. Oh well, don't judge me. Okay, we did it. We did it, people. You know what? I do want to do one other thing. I want to add this because I like that sound file. If I click that, yeah, it changes to something else. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this. Let's quit Max. Okay. Why will you not play? Okay, so I forgot a few things. Some really important, pretty obvious things, but nonetheless, I forgot them. So the start stop button that we have here, it has to be told what to start and stop. So we want to start and stop the groove object, okay? Now you have all of these set messages, these set $1 message, just delete them, get rid of them, get them out of your life. Don't worry about them. All right, now start just connecting these outlets up to the inlets you just saw me. Basically just do what I just did. Okay, now I'm gonna change this text color to black so that I can see a little better. So for this tutorial, I want to control the start time of this. I want to control the start time with pitch. I want to control the end time with roll. And then I want to start and stop the thing with the A button of the Wiimote. Okay, so let's just go ahead and check one more thing, or we need to make sure we do, two more things before we are ready to start mapping the Wiimote to these and to this. Okay? So what we need to make sure we do, and this is really important, and this is something I forgot to do, we need to make sure we label these so that we can see them in Ableton. So make sure you do that. And also, really important, we need to change the range, because this is the display length, this is the range in milliseconds. So 127 is hardly anything. Let's do 5,000 milliseconds, that's 5 seconds, right? And let's go over here and let's do exactly what we just did in the inspector window with the Alt tab. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do select, start, select, start. And then again, let's make this 5,000. And then we're going to go to this. We're going to do that exactly again. Select, end. Select, end. And then 5,000. And then we're going to lock it. We're going to hit save, and we're going to actually quit max. Let's turn this. Yeah, we're going to quit max here. Okay, we'll turn this back up. Now we should be ready. Now everything should be all set. Give it a second. It might have a bit of a headache. It might even quit. Sometimes Max quits on you. You should never quit, Max. You should never quit in life. Okay, so let's make sure the Wiimote is working. Looks like it should be working. But for whatever reason, there we go. Indeed, it is working. Okay, so now let's go to track. Let's say I want, this is where in audio 3, so track 3, waveform controller. Want to make pitch the start time, track, audio 3, waveform controller, or waveform object rather. Select the end, track, this is our A button, audio 3, waveform object, playback toggle. Now I didn't do that. I think I didn't show you that I did that, but I changed this in the inspector window. I labeled it as playback toggle. Now great, look at what we've got here. When I roll my wrist and when I move up and down, I'm controlling what I've got in the buffer. So that's fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Let's see this thing in action, basically. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and press a playback time. We have a 1, and I'm gonna hit loop, and let's just hit A to play. Yes. All right, so what you could see there is I was using the Wiimote to control the start and stop time, and I just looped it, and I hit A to start the playback. You've done it. You now have a Wiimote instrument that you can control in Ableton Live. Awesome. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.